So now we can also change the symbology of our map. So notice each one has a different color listed over here, and there are color chips underneath each of them. So the latitude and longitude, since those are just lines, there's a line. But if you double click, you could actually change these attributes about them. So if I wanted my latitude and longitude lines to be black, we can do that. So change it to the black color. You can change the width as well. But we don't want our map to look too busy, so we don't want those lines too thick. So now they've been changed to black. So the background, so our ocean, you can click it, and now it'll pull up all the colors listed. Also keep in mind that Esri has some pre-made patterns that you can use. We don't want to use these for our ocean just because it is such a big surface. We don't want the map to look too distracting, but they do have these for use in any other situation. But we're going to change it to blue just so it pops out a little bit. We're going to leave all these settings the same and click OK. So now we've got our pretty blue ocean. You could do the same thing for countries if you would like to as well, but I'm going to leave my countries this beige color. Now cities you can change too, so you can keep them a plain simple dot, or if you would like, Esri also has some pre-made symbols as well that you can use. So for example, I want to do flags. I could type in flag, and it will list all of the flags that have been uploaded to this. So I just want to leave mine as a blue flag, but if you want, you can click edit symbol and you could do more with it. You could stretch it one way, you can make it taller or shorter. It's just based on personal preference of what you want to do with it. But we're just going to leave it how it is. I'm going to leave it blue, but you can change the color to whatever color that you want. So we're going to go back to this blue color here and click OK. So now that turned all of them to blue. Now we can change the size as well. So we're at this full extent here. The size 24 seems a little big, so we're going to bump it down to, let's do size 10. That is kind of, you guess and check to make sure, that it looks like, that looks a little bit better. Now because there are flags, there are so many of them, and it's such a full extent of the picture, they don't look great. So when you're backed off this far from your images, I would definitely recommend using more of maybe just a plain dot, something a little more simple. But for this case, we want to zoom into the United States here. So we're going to change that back to 24 because we're only going to look at the United States. So we can zoom in here. Or what we're going to do, this is going to be a little bit easier. Right click cities and click open attribute table. We're going to do the select by attributes again. So country name equals get unique values, United States. Let's find, oh, I passed it. There we go. United States and click apply. Alright, so we're going to close that here. And then there's this button here, zoom to selected. Click that, it's going to pull us in and we can change, the scale from here. So I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. There we go. And now I can see the full extent of the United States. And notice your blue dots are still on there. Up here is a clear selected features. And we're going to click that. And now this shows the extent of the United States. We can make these bigger for the sake of our map if you want. But if you go to view and click your layout view, that shows your United States publishing map. So this is where you would add your title and everything. Those flags tend to pop up pretty well. Alright.